Who are you? Man, that's what they don't want you to know. Because if you knew who you was, oh man, it'd be over. It'd be over with. If everybody knew who they really was, it'd be over with. If all these gangsters knew who they was, they wouldn't be gangsters. All these cartels knew who they was, they wouldn't be cartels. Because they would know their purpose. Man, it would be unification in its finest. Why are you playing? 100%. Because the problem is, something has been erased and is being erased within us from the time of conception. God said he knew us before we entered into our mother's womb. I don't even know why you're playing, because that's a biblical fact. That means we was already with him at one time. What happened? We believed a promise. We believed a lie. We believed an angel that wanted to be worshipped just like God. So when him and his followers got cast out, guess what? Everybody that believed got cast out with them. And includes me and you. Why? Because we listened to him. We believed him. We dummies, you know what I'm saying? We fall into the same sophisticated, idiotic BS in this particular world that we're stuck in right now, because of the blueprint they're trying to erase that's still within us from the time of conception. I'm sorry, but if your pastor ain't telling you this right here, I'd be asking some questions. If you ain't read the word of God, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you have read it, and if at some point during that time that you started to read it and it became familiar to you, you thought that you had heard it before, or you seen it before, or, you know, you feel some type of connection to it because it feels so familiar, as it was with me. So the more I thought about it, I realized we've been taught a lie. Our parents been taught a lie. Their parents been taught a lie. Generation upon generation upon generation have been taught nothing but lies. By who? Our very government that we put our trust in. I'm annoyed with this. They're trying to erase everything within us that could tell us who we really are as people. God said, I did not give you the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of a sound mind. What do you think celestial beings have? Power, love, a sound mind. But because of this blueprint that's being erased within us, it's making it harder for us to figure out who we are, where we came from, why we're here, and why we're trying to get back home. It's a no-brainer. Real Christianity has nothing to do with religion at all. It's a relationship, man. Come on. Like you have with your dad, like you have with your mama or your aunts and uncles. It's a personalized relationship. And let's get something straight here. You is not happy with your father because you ain't been getting your way. So on the other side of things, we be acting out. And if you don't get a hold of that blueprint and really figure out who you are, dig deep, deep, deep down into who you are as a spiritual being, I guarantee you, man, if everybody realized what was been going on ever since, it would blow our minds away. But if we could see the beings that we can't see, it would scare us to death. Come on now. It's a no-brainer, man. You don't want to see no demons. You don't want to see the devil. You don't want to go to hell. You know what I'm saying? It's not some place that we want to find ourselves just because we have an enemy that we can't see that wants to drag us down with him and everybody else. Now let's take a minute and be honest here. If they can get you to compromise the word and make you believe that just because man wrote it, that there's nothing to it and it's just a story. Well, let's get something straight. Fact is, the men who wrote that Bible, the people that were there to put it together, if they didn't do that, guess what? They was met with death. Their families were met with death. They had specific instructions to do what they was told to do, and if they didn't do it, that was the consequence. But guess what? They don't want you to know that. What do you see going on right now? Everybody going stupid. You know what I'm saying? You got people pushing this black agenda. You know, this whole racial thing. That's the most childish thing I'd ever heard about. And to know that it was something orchestrated by a group of idiots. I like to think those that actually fell into this narrative are the ones that actually continuously push it, including celebrities. It's that they knew we would fall into it and believe it over, you know, just some political, racial, all of this nonsense. This is nothing but garbage. to distract you away from figuring out exactly who you are. Because look, the closer we get to the end, y'all, it's gonna make more sense. I really believe that we're going to go through a cleansing process where the wicked is going to kill off evil and evil is going to kill off the wicked. Anyway, it's what it talks about. But that blueprint, if I was you, I'd get my hands on it and I would never let that go, because that's going to tell you everything that you really do need to know.